Hello, and welcome to Soul-Based Craft and Creations. I am Louise, and today is Thursday. And for this video, it's Duck Duck Dishcloth. Okay, what is Duck Duck Dishcloth? Well, this is the brainchild of Missi from Missi's Yarniverse and more. And each week we are working from this book, The Little Encyclopedia of Dishcloth. Where the ducks come in, well, you need to go over to Missi's channel to find what that is about. But basically, they are choosing what ones we're doing. Because we're not working in this book from front to back or in any kind of specific order. No, it's being picked out. So you need to go to Missi's channel to find out what that's all about. Okay, what was picked last week? Well, last week, number 3 was the number that was picked out, and that was the chevron columns. Now, I didn't go with this colour, and when I started it, I thought, oh, it's going to be a back and forth. No. You start at one side of the row, you finish at the other side. Fasten off, start back at the first part of the row. So, yeah, it's not a it's a back and forth that you do one of the rows one way and the other row done the other way. But you can't carry it. You can't, because normally when you're doing if I was doing it all in one colour, it'd be fine. If you do it in different colours, you gotta cut off and work back the other way on the other colour. But you haven't got at the start of the row, you haven't got your yarn to work from. So, okay, I decided instead of doing it in the 2 colours that they've got in there, I thought, no, I'm going to change that. As you've got to cut off anyway, may as well do different ones. And as I have currently now a lot of little bits left of the colours that I've already previously used, I thought to myself, well, this is an ideal opportunity to try, unsuccessfully this time, to finish off with those bits so that I could then claim the yarn bands. Didn't quite make it this time, but there really is only little bits left of some of these colours. So it may well be that the next time that one comes out that's similar to this, I may well end up using them all up. So this is my version of it. And I decided to do a sort of rainbow. I had to add a couple of colours to bring it up to the number, but yeah, this is my version of it. So there we go. Right, what have we got to do next week? Well, again, you're going to have to go to Missi's channel to find out what that one's going to be. I'm not sure. It could be something from the book, or as we found out a couple of weeks ago, it might not be all from the book. Anyway, now, as you can see behind me, up there, I put the my clover with the stitch markers on, and I thought to myself, there's a couple of other ones in the book that would be okay to put into a ring as well. One of which has been done. So I undid the last row and redid it, attaching it to the ring. So I now have a second one. And I do have a lot of stitch markers because at one point or other um, I had a subscription of the Crochet Society, which in virtually every single one of them there was a stitch marker. And currently most of those stitch markers are just put away in a box. And I think to myself, well, they were nice. Okay, they're not ones that I would use because I don't tend to use the fancy type stitch markers in my work. I generally use the um, locking plastic safety pin type ones or the um, light bulb type ones, depending on what I'm working on and what the sizes of my stitches are. The tiny stitches, I'm using the light bulb type ones. So I thought, well, I should really put them out on display. So I thought to myself, I'll do that with that one that we did a few weeks back. This one this is the hexagon, which was in the book as a cream and lavender. And I decided I wanted to do it something similar to a sunflower. So that's what I did. That I redid the last row, attaching the ring to the last row. Um, there are a couple of others. I can't remember what ones they were. Let's have a quick flick through, see if there's what other ones it was that I thought of that would be. Well, we have. Come on, go in there. So we have the spiral. That would be a good one to use as a stitch marker. Wall hanging type thing. Um, and this one, the daisy. So both of them could be quite easily put into a ring. The other one that could also be put into a ring is the um, watermelon, but I haven't got a small enough ring to put my one in, and I didn't want to do a load more rows to make it fit a ring. So I thought to myself, no, I'll leave that one out as it is because it's a lot smaller. But the other two, when they get drawn, I think I probably will put them into a ring. So depending on what size they come out as. But anyway, go over to Missi's channel, go and see what the ducks pick out next, what all of that is about. And thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you all soon.